Hey folks, this is Onion Boy from ORS Snowshoes Direct in Vermont, standing outside on this gorgeous day. It snowed, gosh, at least a quarter of an inch or so last night. So we're going snowshoeing. That's what we do in Vermont when it snows. You know, it's a good thing it didn't snow very much last night because I can really highlight one of the amazing features of this snowshoe right here, which is the MSR Evo Tour. And that is the modular flotation tail, which is an additional accessory that you can purchase. And what that will do is give you extra flotation when the snow actually gets deep. Right now, if I'm going snowshoeing, I don't really need a big giant snowshoe to support my 185-pound body. With my pack, I'm pushing 200. I just want a snowshoe for traction and for stability, and so I don't need a big giant snowshoe. Much easier to walk around in a shorter snowshoe. Now when it gets really, really deep, the snow is 6 feet deep, whoa, or 4 feet deep or whatever, and I'm wearing a heavy pack and I'm cutting across a big open field, I don't want to sink to my knees, then I will clip on the flotation tail. And let me show you how easy that is to attach. You basically slide these little holes onto these pegs, and there's a little tab there that goes into this little open area of the back of the frame there, and push it forward, spin that thing on, and that is it. And now I've got a 30-inch snowshoe, much more appropriate for deeper snow, more flotation. The Evo Tour has a climbing bar which you can pop up, and if you are hiking up a mountain for an extended period of time, you can lift that bar up and that'll give your heel a place to land, so you're not so much walking on your tiptoes or feeling like you're walking on your tiptoes the whole way up. So it reduces fatigue on your calves by a lot. And it also puts more pressure on the snowshoe for better traction, rather than, because when you're really going up steep terrain, your heel is not going to hit the back of that snowshoe, but it will when you've got that heel lift. So that's a really nice feature. So this snowshoe then, you could say, could pretty much go anywhere. It's really a do-it-all snowshoe. And what it has that's new is the new SpeedLock binding. So I'm going to show you really quickly how this works and how easy it is to set up, and it really makes getting into and out of the snowshoe like the easiest thing ever. Could very well be the easiest snowshoe binding once it's set up initially. So let's do that right now, okay? So first of all, there is a left and a right snowshoe, and this one is the right. It's marked right there. So I've got my right foot, and the first thing you do is set the sort of SpeedLock toe piece initially for your boot. Now, you're generally going to wear the same pair of boots every time you snowshoe. So this works on that principle that, every time you use these, you're generally wearing the same boot, or, a similar size. So you shouldn't need to mess with this feature once it's set. Set it and forget it is the idea. All right, so all you do is you put your foot onto the binding, and you line up the ball of your foot pretty much where this strap that's on the inside lines up. And then you are going to sort of make a measurement. What I do is I lay the strap, you lay the strap across your boot, and there are numbers along the strap and a little indicator tabs here. So, and you just do it loosely, don't do it really tight. Just put it nice and loosely so it's just kind of fitting the contour of your boot, and that lines up with number 8. All right, now I need to remember that number for just a second. So I'm going to take my foot out now, and now I'm going to set the binding and lock it into place. But you're going to subtract 2 from that number, and you're going to set it at 6. So 2 minus 8, 8 minus 2 is 6. If you were 9, you'd be a 7, so on and so forth. All right, so I then line the strap up with number 8. There we go. And then I pull this little buckle, and I slide it all the way into place, and it will kind of snap into place and lock. And then I have another little buckle down here, and that's just to take up the slack on the other end of the strap. Set it and forget it. So now this thing is, you know what I just did actually? And I'm going to show you how easy this is. I actually set it right back to 8 because I can't see very well out here. Alright, so we want to go to 6. There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking. Alright, number 6, like that. Then we slide the buckle, lock it into place, take up the slack. So I'm glad I made that error because you can really see how easy that is to adjust. Okay, now it is set at number 6, 2 minus 8, which was my initial setting. All I gotta do now is kick my foot into the loop, which kind of guides it in at an angle, and then you kind of twist it to center. And then you've got your heel strap, which attaches that easily. Now you didn't see what I just did there, and I'll show you in a second, but I am in place and ready to go snowshoeing. That is how amazing it is. Let me show you up close how that heel strap works. It's just a nice stretchy strap that hooks into this little buckle here, which is open on one end. So all I do is I run it around the back of my boot, I just let it slide into that hook and then just pull the strap and stretch it and then let it fall right onto that hook there. Just like that. And then on here, on this side, I can just pop this into that little peg right there and it will clip the slack so it won't flop around when I'm walking. All ready to go snowshoeing. All right. Grab my poles, of course, and I'm going to go on a nice snowshoe jaunt. Let me point out something real quick. You'll notice when I take a step that the snowshoe drops a little bit. That is called the rotating toe cord feature. The binding is fixed on a pin that rotates, so that when I do take a step, all that deep snow sheds off the tail rather than kind of stay on the tail and I have to carry the snow with me or maybe flip it onto my back. So that's a really nice feature, but it doesn't swing away completely. So if I am encountering an obstacle like this cover for a, I don't know, something, I can step over it and almost clear it. That's a pretty tall obstacle. But you get the idea. A log, you know, you're not going to worry about it hitting too much. All right, so now I got my poles, I got my gaiters. All I need is my other snowshoe, but let's forget about that for now. And I'm going to go on a nice little snowshoe trek. Ooh. Woo. Well, yeah, that's going to do it for me. All right, so I am all done, and here's the other amazing thing about this binding being so easy to use is when you're done snowshoeing, you're exhausted, you're cold. I mean, I am both, and you always want to get out of your snowshoes and get on with the day, get into that fireside. So, all you got to do to get out is undo that heel strap, let it fall out of the hook, and out your foot comes. And again, you know, basically in, twist, heel strap adjustment, undo the heel strap, twist, and out. It's that simple. It's really, really great. And then, when I'm all set, I like to use my snowshoe tote bag, which is really nice because you can throw your snowshoes in there, you can throw the tails in there, you can actually strap the poles to the outside. It's got a little shoulder strap, so it's actually a really nice little accessory. Throw it in your car or in your place, you know, at home under the bed or in the mudroom, wherever you keep it. It's a really great little thing to have, honestly. But that's all I need to say. This is the MSR Evo Tour. And my name is Onion Boy from ORS Snowshoes Direct. Thanks for watching.